Hello all. I hope this video finds you doing well. I am out on my deck. I'm going to try this video out. I'm not sure how it's going to work out because of children, but we'll see how many times I get interrupted. I am trying out a new microphone that John got me for videoing and that kind of stuff, so we'll see. I wanted to sit and kind of do like a where have I been video, and even then I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to talk about. We've had a very long year, and I'm sure y'all have seen the videos that I have been posting are over a year old. Sorry, I'm stirring. We'll call this coffee time chat, coffee and chat or something. I don't know. It makes me miss, what was it, Coffee Thursdays or whatever, Tuesdays, I don't know. Remember those videos? Let's see, I think the last video I did was May of 2023, and we are right the second in mid-July 2024. I feel like I'm very far away from you, and a lot has happened in the last year, and I probably won't do like a whole lot of details. And like I said, I'm not even sure where this video is going to go. I just want to let you all know, like, I'm here and I'm alive. I do want to make content. I do want to do like a comeback. Not that I had any standing here as it is, but I've been missing YouTube. I've been missing making videos. And the whole time I have been videoing and collecting footage and, pictures and little videos of the kids and all this stuff. And I just don't have the energy or the time a lot of the time to put it together as quickly as I would like to and make videos. I'm also torn about family footage and footage with the kids in it, because the big thing right now everywhere is do not show your kids online. And I 100% understand it. But when that's all I do, they're in there, and I try not to video them in different situations or outfits or things like that, but their faces are here, their faces are out there, and their faces are part of my life. And that might get annoying. It's my wind chime, and of course now the breeze is going to come up. We homeschooled this last school year, so I'm never without my children. They're always with me, they're always at home with me, or I'm the one going places with them. John tries his hardest to like give me breaks and such, but it's very hard to get away with like his schedule. He ended up picking up kind of like a second part-time job as a soccer referee this year, and just to help supplement the income, because we are like the rest of America. We are barely surviving. And so he picked up a second part-time job basically, which eats into a lot of time. So I'm never without my children. And I wish I could be. I wish for like my cleaning videos, they weren't in them, and I wish I had some time to myself and to do videos here at home, but that's very hard. So we'll see how it is, and I'm not sure what I'll post and what I'll keep posting. I am going to keep chugging along on my footage that I've had throughout this whole year, and I always go, okay, I'm going to sit down and tackle all of this, and I'm going to start cranking out videos so I can catch up and not be so behind, because when you're a year or more behind on videos, you're kind of like, what's the point? What is the point of this? Why am I even trying? But I'm trying because not only do I want a presence on YouTube, I want, it's the one place I can put our stuff, that it's like family videos. And I know I could make them private. I know I could make them unlisted. I know all this stuff, but it's the one place I like, the kids love to sit down and go back through and watch their favorite videos. Or can I see one when I was a baby? Or, oh, I want to see what we did in Georgia that one year or whatever. And they kind of get to see themselves growing up. And I think that's why it's important to me to not just start from scratch this year. I want to upload what we've done over the past year so that they can look back on it, because there's already a gap a little bit when I stopped making YouTube videos in, what was that, 2019? And we didn't even know what was going to happen in 2020. So, and then I just stopped. And so there's already a gap, and I don't want there to be that big of a gap for Pierce and Lorelai. So anyway, this last year has been busy. John took on that second job this last spring. Last July, we actually, I'm trying to figure out how to word this because I want to be respectful to everyone involved. Last July, there was an incident, and we actually had one of our children removed from the home. And everyone involved is working with therapists and working with DHS and working with the court system and working with everyone who's been so helpful and the program that we had to get into and all that. And we're actually mid July, literally a year from when it happened, we're actually getting ready to have that kid back into our home. We have to do a couple weekend visits. Fortunately, they were kept by with acquaintances from church, a very nice couple from church, and they kept them through the end of the school year. And now this child is actually with family, and we're at the point now where we're having weekend visits, kind of integrating them back into the home. We all want them back home. It's never been that we don't want them home. It's just been working with who we've needed to work with to make sure that they're safe, the rest of the kids are safe, John and I are safe mentally. We've done a lot of work. And so we're at the point where we're going to do some weekend visits to reintegrate them into the home and make sure everyone's getting along and make sure everyone feels safe and everyone's good mentally. And then hopefully by the time school starts, they'll be back. And actually, kind of an announcement, we're not homeschooling this year, which is another thing that's happening. We homeschooled the last 2 years, and I 100% believe in homeschooling. I don't fully support the school system, but at the same time, homeschooling just isn't working for us. Like, it works for other people, and I am slowly losing my mind. And I'm not the healthiest I could be for my kids, which is another thing is I go through the reason I quit YouTube in 2019 was I had hit a really bad depression, and I actually went through depression treatments, and I finished those depression treatments, and I actually was in remission, and I felt good. And remission usually lasts an average of 3 years, I think. And so we hit 3 years, in 2022. And I've always noticed that I have my highs and lows. I still battle a low level lying depression, but not bad enough that I've ever felt like I needed meds or needed to go back and have more treatment or whatever. It just comes and goes, and I'll go through a week or 2 weeks of a low depression, and the house will fall apart and the meals will fall apart just because I don't feel like cooking a meal. It was a get your own night a lot, but also school struggled because if I'm not the one pushing for school to get done, they're not going to do their schoolwork. And actually, these last couple days, I've been in a low, and I told John I don't know what's worse, being in a low and not realizing it and just letting everything go to poop and then wake up one day feeling better, or to be in a low and to fight it tooth and nail trying to claw my way out of it. And I can't claw my way out of it. I haven't found the magic elixir that just stops a depression in the middle. I have to just wait it out. I mean, I've actually been in one of those, I probably for the past week. We had a very busy June and beginning of July, and I just crashed. So I've been waiting it out, and I'm actually just looking at videos and making videos and that kind of stuff. So I thought, well, I'll sit and make a video. Another thing that happened this year that was very heartbreaking was we lost our family dog. Oh, I'm going to get emotional, and I'm not prepared to be emotional. I have no tissues. Bella, our brown dog, Bailey's actually right here, laying over there in the shade. Bella, our brown dog, who you've seen in a lot of pictures and a lot of my vlogs, has been gone since middle of February. they have a habit of jumping the fence. They've always had a habit of getting out. And in the middle of February, I had taken a kid to their therapy session and left my big kid in charge, and one of the littler kids let the dogs outside and then went onto an iPad and forgot about them. And if they get left outside for too long, they actually will jump the fence and run off. And usually they come back within an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, half a day, which always like wrecks us, because we're like, oh my gosh, where are they? Is she going to attack somebody because she's an aggressive dog? And she already has a strike. So if she attacks someone, she's going to get taken away from us. And we were always very, very, very worried. So the rule was if mom and dad aren't home, you don't let the dogs outside. And if you do let them out, like they have to go out, they have to go to the bathroom, you let them right back in. Well, this kid, this is lovely hair. This kid forgot about them and they jumped the fence, and a neighborhood kid actually was getting off the bus and walking home and saw Bailey and drug Bailey home. And so the kids went out calling for her, looking for her. She never came back. We thought, oh, well, she'll come back within a couple hours. She didn't come back that night. February, so it's freezing. So we did the food on the porch. We did the scent stations. I started making posters that week. She never came home. We never heard about her. I started posting like crazy on Facebook. No one had seen her. There hadn't been any sightings. And unfortunately, after doing everything that we possibly could with the means that we have, we never found her. No one ever saw her. She's not in any of the shelters. She was never picked up. And she's just gone. But we border nature. We border BML land. We border ranches. We border land. Everything up here is privately owned acreage. You can't like go looking for her. Can I have this? Yeah. No, you can have them. So she's just gone, and we're bordering on what? It's the middle of July. So February, March, April, June, July. No, February, March, April, June, July. Yeah. Oh, 4 months? It seems longer than that. But I put up posters, put up Facebook, got on all the groups, posted her forever, and she's gone. So unfortunately, I'm thinking that she probably charged the wrong human and was shot and couldn't make it home before she succumbed to injury. So, oh, this is going to be a fun video to edit. I think it landed on me because I heard it and then I didn't hear it, and the dog was like staring at me. It was over here on my leg. Oh my gosh, where was I? Anyway, that's been heartbreaking for us, and it's been hard to explain to the kids, because you don't want to blame the kid that let them out, and you don't want to hold it over them. And he feels bad enough as it is, but it's been very heartbreaking, and every once in a while we do still cry about it. You just, that's my dog, and I want my dog home. But I've pretty much reserved myself to the fact that she's not coming home. Someone either took her, which I don't think that would be possible, because if you were a stranger to her, she would act like she was going to rip your face off, or she was injured intentionally or ill intentionally. I don't know. But it doesn't stop the hope that maybe one day we'll come around the corner and she'll be on the driveway. But after this long, and after Colorado winter, and it wasn't even that bad of a winter, but it was below freezing a lot, and I don't think she's coming home. And because of the kid stuff, things with church have been iffy, which is very hard because church is why we moved down here in the first place, to help with the church, and we wanted a change of pace, and but even then that's been iffy, and we're kind of walking on eggshells and trying not to upset people. And people are hard. People are hard, and Christian people are hard. And I think Christian people are the hardest, because everyone has this standard that they want everyone else to live up to, but the standard's always different depending on the person. And anyway, it's just been difficult with the kid stuff and with the dog stuff and with the homeschool stuff. So the kids are actually, I think all of them, one hasn't made up their mind yet, but I'm like, I want you to go back to school. I want you to try it. I'm hoping that they enjoy it and that they don't have any problems because I really, as much as I love homeschooling and I believe in homeschooling or home education, and I don't appreciate the public school system, that's all we have. We can't do private school. There aren't any charter schools around that I would like. And I believe in Christian schooling about as much as I believe in public schooling. I would rather my kids actually not go to a Christian school, which is probably an awful thing to say, but I went to a Christian high school and I think I had just as much trauma coming out of a Christian high school as I had from abusive parents. So my kids will not be attending, and plus we can't afford it. For 5 kids, we could not afford tuition for 5 kids. So the kids are going back in the public school system, and I'll just work very hard to protect them as much as I can and to guide them and to deal with stuff as it comes up, and leave the rest up to the Lord. So I just wanted to make this video to say I'm here, we're alive. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with YouTube, but it makes me like, oh, people can just make videos. I want to make videos, but I already do YouTube, and I want to do YouTube. I want to like get back into it and do more. And it'd be nice if eventually I could figure out some kind of side hustle to help with the money situation, but we're not quite at that point yet. I'm still very much a homebody, very much a recluse, but I will make videos because I want to entertain and I want to keep people up to date, and I just enjoy it. I don't know why. I just do. So anyway, wow, look at this hair because of the breeze and everything. Oops, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a lot of me talking, and I'm sorry, and a lot of interruptions. I'll try and edit them out. But I made it in under half an hour. I probably didn't say half of what I wanted to say, but oh well. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. And I'm gonna keep trying to catch up with last year's videos, and eventually I'll be caught up. And you'll know it when we finally get into 2024. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.